Hi besties, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and on today's video I'm going to share with you the simplest and easiest way to make your flaky Nigerian meat pie. Just sit back and enjoy the video, and please bear in mind that all ingredients and equipment used in this video is listed on the description box. Now let's get into the video. So first off, I have to start with boiling my diced Irish potato with salt and then allow this to cook very well. And then I went ahead to make my meat pie dough. All you need for your meat pie dough is your flour, your margarine, salt, and water or milk. In my mixing bowl, I'm going to be pouring 250 grams of flour, and then I go in with some pinch of salt. Mix this properly, and then lastly I go in with my margarine. Now I'm going to keep mixing this until it feels like breadcrumbs, all right, until you make sure that the butter has been incorporated very well with the flour. So after mixing and mixing, you could see how it looks like. Then I'm not going to go in with my water. I'm adding 1/4 cup of water, or you can add 1/4 cup of milk. You can either use cold milk or room temperature milk. Now if you are using a room temperature milk or water, all you have to do is you have to mix this ahead of time, and then you cover it and allow it to rest. So you could see that everything is well incorporated, is well combined. You don't need to add extra water, just knead, and everything is going to come in and form a dough. Now it is time to make our meat pie fillings. Now first go in with some oil, and then you add your onion and allow it to saute. Then I go in with my meat. Your meat can either be pre-cooked or just raw. You add it in, add some curry powder, add some thyme, add some seasoning cubes, and then you allow this to cook very well. Stir and allow this to cook very well. Then you go in with your grated carrots and your pepper. And if you have your spring onion, if you have your green bell pepper, this is the right time to also add it in. You stir this properly, stir this very well, allow it to cook. And then lastly, you are going to add your cooked Irish potatoes. Stir in and allow to cook very well. Now add some salt to taste. Mix properly and allow to cook for some time. And then after cooking, you now have to add in 1 cup of cornflour, 1 cup of water mixed with 2 tablespoons of cornflour. And if you are making a larger quantity, like if you are making a larger meat pie, I would advise you add 1 cup of water and then 1 cup of cornflour mixed with water. I'm going to explain this very well. I'm going to write it in the description box for you to understand very well. So after mixing this, allow it to cook, and then your sauce is ready. So for your dough, all you have to do is cut out just a little pieces, because we're using a smaller cutter. These are mini meat pies, so you can just cut a small pieces and then you roll just like the one I'm doing on the video. You roll and make sure it is flattened, it is thin. Place this on your meat pie cutter, and then you go in with 1 spoonful of your meat pie sauce. Then you are going to use egg. You're going to use egg to rub on the sides of your meat pie cutter just to seal. You can either use egg or you can also use water to seal. When this is done, you can now cover your meat pie, and then you remove the excess. Carefully remove your meat pie, and then you place on your baking pan. This time around, I'm going to be sprinkling some flour because my dough seems to be light. I'm going to sprinkle some flour, roll out my dough, place it on my meat pie cutter, and then put a spoonful of my meat pie sauce. The edges with egg, and cover, remove excess, and then gently place on my baking tray. So I'm going to repeat this process until I'm done with my dough. And please remember that if you don't have a rolling pin, you can use bottle. You can do it the local way. You can use your bottle. If you don't have an oven to bake, you can use your gas stove to bake. So once I'm done with my dough, I'm going to be brushing the surface of my meat pie with some egg. It's called to egg wash. You just do it, and then you place inside your already preheated oven and bake at 170 degrees Celsius or on a low heat. If you're using a gas stove, You can just bake on a low heat. Allow your meat pie to bake very well, and your meat pie is ready. I really hope you'll be trying out this recipe, and please help tag me anytime that you are going to be recreating this recipe. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, bye.